Selling is a very important component in any business, and e-commerce is no exception. In this particular video, I am going to dive deep inside the concepts of how to increase e-commerce sales by 50% or more. You know what? I am actually going to share around 11 secrets via which you can actually increase your sales. So if you are someone who are new to e-commerce or who is already running your e-commerce store, stay tuned in this particular video, because I'm 100% sure you might not have applied all these fundas in your e-commerce business. And even if you could apply any one of it, it will increase your sales game forever. And also, before I will dive deep inside the secrets, I have also 3 myths to share around e-commerce. So stay tuned and I will see you in the video. Hi, this is Ranvijay, Bhaskar, e-commerce growth expert and coach, and I'm running multiple e-commerce business where I'm testing a lot of strategies. Now, me coming up telling you your sales are going to increase by 50% of more. It is not just a coincidence, because it is not something that I have learned somewhere. It is something that I have implemented myself. Even a lot of my students are already implementing it and seeing amazing results, and that is where I am coming from, right? So stay tuned and watch till the end, because even 1 or 2 tactics, if you got it correctly and you are going to apply in your business, you will see huge change in your results. So number 1, I'm going to share the myths first, because you need to understand that there are a few myths that if these myths will stay in your mind, you won't be able to understand the concept of sale. So the very first myth is this. The very first myth is, lower prices are the only way to succeed. So a lot of people think that, the e-commerce is a game of pricing. If I keep, lower price, competitive price, that is where I'm going to win. But that is not the truth. The reality is it's all about quality and the experience that you bring into people's life. People are always ready to pay if you give them the right experience, the right product. And it is how the brands like Boat and OnePlus dominated the market. So all you need to do is do the proper, research on what people really want and give that to them. And you will stand out in the market. The second myth is selling is the most important thing in e-commerce. A lot of you might be, saying that why? I mean, selling is absolutely the number 1 thing in e-commerce, but that used to be back then. But now selling is not. It is all about retention. So even if you are acquiring a customer, say at lower profit margin or almost 0 profit margin, that's okay. That's okay. You are acquiring a customer. So even if you have not sold something to a customer, but again, if you are getting their email ID, name, and you are giving them proper experience, maybe you are nurturing them over a community, then the customer will feel something better, and then the selling will happen as a secondary component. So the most important thing is retention, is building the experience for the customer. And second or third point could be selling, because if you retain customer, give them the proper attention, give them the proper experience, the selling will happen by default, because the trust is built because of the experience that you are providing for them. And I'm 100% sure you don't need people to buy from your online store only once and then they leave your store forever. You want them to come back to your store and make another purchase and another purchase, stuff like that. And that will only happen when your most important thing is not selling. It is building experience for people. It is all about retaining your customer. Okay, so that was the second myth. And the third myth is this: e-commerce is super easy. I can do it myself. A lot of people say that, I can, super easily do e-commerce. So understand this. It is very easy to set up your online website to sell. It is very much easy that you can add all those components. But dominating the market and building your store are two different things. And I'll say it, one more time, because you need to understand that the tactics to build an e-commerce store consumes 20% of your energy. 80% of your energy is all around the planning, and that is what I also teach to my inner circle student. I have my own paid community where most of the time I ask them to invest in your research, invest in your planning, and after that is done, you are supposed to build the store, and that is where the e-commerce becomes successful. A lot of people who do it themselves, they will start and they will randomly do stuffs and they are failing, they are wasting a lot of money, they are doing a lot of random testing. That is not at all advisable. Instead, invest in your learning, and after that approach to e-commerce, because e-commerce is not a side hustle, it is an entire game, right? So I hope you must be having some bulb on moments. So if you resonate with any of these three myths that were there in your mind, put it into the comment section below and I'm going to personally reply back. All right, thank you so much. So these were the three myths, and coming up next is the secrets to sell, where I'm going to share the 11 secrets. All right, so let us begin. The very first secret is provide multiple payment options. So if you are someone who is into e-commerce and you don't have multiple payments options, when I say multiple payments option, it is all about giving customers the prepaid options, the EMI and COD. So all of these three things has to be there while people are trying to make a purchase. And obviously you will optimize your checkout in such a way that prepaid and EMI is preferable. Like if they make a prepaid payment or online payment, you are going to give them 40 rupees off, something like that. And for COD orders, I mean, there is no off. That is how you can optimize your contents, right? Now in prepaid also there are multiple things: credit, debit, internet banking, UPI. You should give them all the offer, even if there are wallets like payu money and payu money. Okay, that is a gateway. Suppose you have Paytm, you have Airtel wallet, right? You have Amazon Pay. So all those things should be there, and that is why I always ask people, and for me truly Razorpay is working the best. Razorpay comes with the prepaid method as well as the EMI option. If your sales order value is more than 3,000 rupees, right? They provide the EMI options as well. That is inbuilt into the gateway itself. And obviously for COD you will have to manage it yourself. You can give them COD order is only valid up to 2,000 rupees based kind of transactions, right? So you can come up with the ideas, but the main theme is this: you need to give them all these options. And COD is one of the most important stuff, because you see, mostly when you are selling online and you are brand new into the e-commerce world, people won't be having trust to swipe their card. And that is where COD plays a very important role, because now people know that once I have the product in my hand, then I'm going to pay. So there is no fraud kind of behavior, right? So that was the number one sales secret. So if you are not applying COD or EMI, go ahead and do that. For EMI, you might have to opt in into Razorpay configuration or something like that. Look it out, talk to their sales or supports, but do it. It is very much important. Number two is build email list. A lot of people are not building email list, even though they have customer details. I mean, they have not really opted in for any email provider, especially the people who are, are just into the e-commerce business. So I always ask people to build the email list as well, so that you can keep your audience engaged. You have Holi offer, Diwali offer, the Sahara offer, birthday special offer, You can give them coupons, BOGO discounts, buy one get one discount. So everything has to be shared with them so that they feel connected. So that is the second secret to boost your sales. The third secret is pop-ups. Why I call it pop-ups is like pop-ups is something which grab the attention. So on pop-ups, you can provide some quiz, attend the quiz to win, 100 rupees worth of coupon or something like that, right? Then spin and win, you can put up some spinner and then you can say that, you can get 1000 rupees discounts, 5000 rupees discount, 100 rupees discounts, and then people click on a spin and they win something. So when pop-ups are attention grabber and people invest a lot of their time because that is something to play with. And obviously when they invest more time, they feel much more connected with the kind of environment that you are providing, and the trust is built, and there is a better chance of people getting converted. And obviously this quiz, coupon or spin and win, you are also collecting their email and phone number or maybe their name and all those stuff, so that you are again getting them to your email list and then you are retargeting them, right? Because you see in marketing, when you acquire a customer, when you have the details of a customer, you have already invested a lot of money in just getting that customer to your website. You want them to be entered into your own ecosystem where you can retarget them without you having to pay money again to acquire them. That is the game I'm talking about, the acquisition part. So pop-ups is a very clear, very important stuff. A lot of people going online for the first time, they don't do it. Do it, guys. Number 4 is opt-in at checkout. So a lot of people, for marketing emails to suit out to them, you will have to take their permission. So by default, a lot of applications or platforms that you are using for, kind of e-commerce business, they don't provide a default tick mark for, promotional emails or stuff like that. So what you can do is you can use that platform, whatever you're using, maybe WooCommerce, Shopify, BigCommerce, whatever it is, go ahead and make sure that the tick mark is by default so that you can suit out the email to them without having to worry about anything in terms of, policies, privacy and stuff like that. So that is a very important stuff. It has to be checked by default, right? So next point is scarcity tactics. Now scarcity tactics is very much important because it talks to the customer who is purchasing or who are available online that why they should make the purchase right now. What is the reason to make the purchase right now and not tomorrow or day after tomorrow? So scarcity tactics, you can say that, offer last till stocks remains. You can say that only 2 stocks remaining in the warehouse or whatever you call it. And you can also celebrate their birthday, say this is a birthday special offer, so we are celebrating your birthday for this week and the offer is going to last for 2 days, 3 days or whatever it is, right? End of season sale, you can say that, we are emptying our own stock, so there are only few stocks which are left for sale. That is why it is end of season sale. So if you want to make a purchase, now is the time. Finally, last day, grab it or miss out. So always use some scarcity element so that there is a reason for people to make a purchase now. Understood? Number 6, OTO, one-time offer. See, when someone is making a purchase, so say for an example, someone is purchasing a shoe, online. Then OTO is one-time offer where you can order bump when they are checking it out and say that, with shoes, socks, you can buy socks as well at 10 or 20% extra discount. Regular price is this, but since you are opting it for one-time offer, you are just checking it out and you have already purchased the shoes, I'm giving you 20% extra discount, stuff like that. So one-time offer on order bump. And what it does is that it increases the average order value. The same customer who was making a purchase of say 1000 or 1200 rupees will now invest 300 extra, and the average order values will go 1500 rupees or something per customer. It is very much important, guys, because someone who is making a purchase is already warmed up and they are already in a zone where they are trusting you. So why not push them one more product? And obviously the product has to be related, and that is what I'm talking about. These are the secrets to boost what? Sales. Number 7, optimize your store for mobile first user experience. You see, this is almost most of you are already doing it for mobile first experience, but what you might not be doing is optimizing the colors and fonts. Your fonts and colors are, when you change the theme, they are friendly to mobile and desktop, but you might have to put something, increase the font size over mobile. That is what you might not be doing. So check it out if you are doing it. So more than 70% of visitors use mobile in e-commerce business mostly. That is why you need to use the correct font and provide mobile reach experience. So when I say mobile reach experience, it comes with a lot of stuff. For example, people can create a shortcut of your website's URL and keep it on their mobile's home screen. There is an app to use it, or you can talk to your platform provider, or they might be doing some plugins or stuff like that to create a pop-up which asks people to install the app on the mobile versions. When they will click on it, a shortcut, or rather a bookmark, gets created on their home screen, although you might not be having any Android app or iOS app, but it is just a shortcut on their home screen. When they will click on that, it will launch your website over their preferred browser. It might be Chrome, Safari, or whatever it is. So that is just one of the example, but you can use variety of stuff. Like you can use their GPS signals to understand from which place they are making the purchase and stuff like that, right? So use the features of mobile friendliness of a lot of components that comes with mobile, right? So that is all, because it will give you much more data around your customers, much more way to communicate to the customer. Push notification is also another example. Now, 8th point is maximize sales by minimizing the abandoned cart. So almost I think 7 to 70% is the average abandoned cart rate. So a lot of people, they will abandon cart, and why this happens is, like, a lot of time people are just going to check out and then someone knocks at the door, or they just got a call somewhere, and that is what leads to abandoned cart. A lot of time they also do because they might not be interested with the pricing or stuff like that, but there is a very high chance of they becoming a paid customer because something went off the track. So all you need to do is you need to use follow-up sequence. So what I use is I WhatsApp them, I send them SMS and email, with a slight different technique. Like I give them 10% off. Like I will tell them, you left something in your cart, and we do not want you to miss out on this amazing product, and that is why from our side we are giving you 10% extra off to a maximum of 50 rupees, something like that. And then we use it in follow-up sequence, and then it gives great ROI. So we are minimizing the abandoned cart. So that was step 8. Step 9 is display reviews. Reviews is something which is a social proof. It builds trust into customers' mind that okay, a lot of people are buying it, it means this must be excellent product. And also show them stars, like out of 5 star, 4.7, 4.3, 4.4. What is the star rating that people are providing for that particular product? And obviously use a follow-up sequence post sales in which you are asking people for their review, so that your stars are constantly building up and automatically reviews are at the place where they need to be, right? So these were the reviews. And finally, number 10 is post purchase experience. Obviously I spoke about just now, but it's also about you to build a healthy relationship for a long term. So someone purchases from you for once, for the first time customer, I usually ask my support team to call them to understand how they felt about the product. Was it good experience? Was it bad experience? How did they feel about it? And how can we improve ourselves? Right? So understand that when you closely talk to the customer about the experience, people will feel more connected, and also you can give them some coupons, like, for since you are purchasing it from us for the first time, we are also giving you some discount coupons, say 100 rupees off, 500 rupees off on purchase of 2000 worth of product, stuff like that. So this will build experience. Ask them for their anniversary date, their birthday date, and shoot out emails, personalized email, stating their name. Hi, the name of the customer. It's amazing to have you over here. Thank you so much for being in our world. And then, build a relationship over there. Wish them happy Holi, wish them happy Dasara, happy Eid. Make sure we are not missing out on their birthday or anniversaries, right? Give them special discounts on all those phases. You can also, release some of the contest and then ask them to participate. So there are a lot of stuff which can be done for enhancing the post-purchase experience, so that the trust is maintained and they are coming back to you to make the next order. And that is why your sales will be boosted again, but now at a higher value, at a higher profit margin, because there was zero expenditure in terms of paid marketing. You are all doing it yourself, right, in your own ecosystem. And finally, the 11th point is the purpose, and this is very much important. A lot of you I am damn sure that a lot of you would have already listed out more than 5 of these experience that you might not already be doing it in your e-commerce. And this is the 11th one which most of you are not implementing. And if it is you, then it will blow your mind forever. Listen to me very carefully. The purpose means, why are you doing this? Why you are doing this e-commerce? And it cannot be just for profit. It has to be something different. It has to be a bigger mission. A mission that creates a global impact. And how? Let me give you some example of brands with clear picture. The number one is Nike. Nike says that just do it. And why they say that? Because they believe that in every human being there is an athlete sitting. And that is why they want the athlete in every human to just do it. Become a sports person. You are an athlete, you can do it. They help them, motivate them, push them harder to do exercise or whatever it is. But that is where the Nike is coming up. The purpose is to lift the athlete in every human being. The same goes for Apple as well. Apple talks about think different. They are saying that each person has a creative inside it, So they are talking to the creativity inside people. And you might have seen in Apple's ad, they use Einstein, they use Apple's logo, because they want to influence the creative thinking. And that is why Apple is also into the luxury segment, because it is dealing with the creativity part of human mind, right? You understood, right? That is how you will also have to define a clear purpose for your brand. And if you can do it, that thing touches people's emotions and the trust is immense. People will become a lifelong customer. So if you loved and if you took, if there were some bulb-on moments, or if you got some amazing ideas around which sales opportunity you were missing on, put it into the comment section below and I will reply myself personally. And yeah, that is where your next steps comes into picture. Your next step is to obviously subscribe to this channel if you haven't, like and put into the comment section below your key takeaways. And the next part is you can join my amazing community of e-commerce experts who are constantly growing their business. They are launching, scaling, and growing their e-commerce business like crazy, right? So you can join my tribe by going to ranvz.co/join. I will also put the link in up here as well as also into the description, and go ahead and check out. It is absolutely free. You can join the live webinar and you can also ask questions. There are a few bonuses and gifts as well. So go ahead and work on this opportunity. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you into the next episode. Thank you so much.